that again.
That was the second thing that's fallen since we've sitting here. Shit that's not moved, and I can't tell you how long.
Maybe that was Scott.
It is ADHD Sports. We are back. We had no weekend show. I'm gonna blame Mark.
Let's do that.
Let's just blame Mark.
For sure.
He's not here again today. See, I mean, we need to keep blaming Mark.
We got to keep doing the heavy lifting while he's out gallivanting.
Getting a hair transplant? Is that what? I can't remember.
That's right.
That's probably what it was.
And they said 3 to 6 weeks, and in his case, it's like 6 to 12 because of the volume of coverage that he needs. That acreage has had a chemical spill, so they really had to get deep and recultivate. And I don't know what he would look like with hair. I remember what he looks like with hair.
Do you? All right.
He was always a dude that had thin hair. When you look at that guy, you're like, oh, he's going to be bald. He always had that. You could look through his hair like golden wheat in a field. That was his hair. Always the wheat. Always could just see through it.
The wheat.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
See through it just like his picks, just like his Steelers. God, they're bad.
Didn't they win again?
Yeah, they're not good.
They're like 4-1, 5-1, aren't they?
They're the worst good team.
Hey, I'd take worst. I'd take worst good team over best bad team. Okay.
There's a lot of things to feel bad about over the league. I'm included in that with my Washington team. We've got everybody hurt. I mean, we're throwing to people that aren't even. I mean, they're practice squad guys, and we lose the game by 1.
Don't get me losing the game at the I watched the Dolphins manhandle a better team for 59 minutes.
Again, it's 2 weeks in a row where you have the winning ticket, win. Oh,
Achan's just running down there, and the defense goes, oh, that's right. We're the worst defense in the league. Go ahead.
And then special teams says, whoa, defense. Don't you think you're going to one-up us? We're going to line up for this field goal and then tip our pitch like it's baseball and let the dude time it off the end, which he totally did, by the way. He watched the holder take a deep breath, and as soon as he exhaled, he dipped. I got a lot of love for Pat McAfee. He has a funny show, and it's informative, and it's not just regurgitated stats. He played, and he's got takes that are hot and they're funny, and he showed that video, and then he turned the video around and said, "Watch what this guy sees." And the guy that snaps the ball.
Which game?
The Miami game.
Oh, okay.
When they blocked that field goal. They blocked a field goal earlier in the game.
Oh.
And you had a chance for that kick, and he sighs, he takes a deep breath, and he exhales. And Pat was on this, and he circles it, and he's like, watch. Just watch. There's a tell, and the center will look down or look up. They tend to do that to see where people are before they hike the ball. But the holder doesn't do this with his hand. He doesn't open it up. It was the breath. He took a deep breath, and as soon as he took the deep breath, dude dips and shot right. Shot at the right time, and he was in the backfield before the ball was ever in the field. So Washington gave it up on the last drive. Big chunk play to Swift, and then
the Bears are winning now. Panthers have won. The dude who was a nobody got another 200-plus yards from scrimmage last. What's happening? What's going on in the league?
Carolina drafted the kid out of NC State, the lineman, and he stays healthy, wears a gold jacket. The guy's that kind of quality. He's super good.
About Rico Dowdle though.
Rico used to play for Dallas.
400 yards in 2 games running. What the fuck?
He
What?
was like, yo, dude, let me get a chance, because he was going to split time with Chuba. It was going to be like a timeshare. But Chuba ran the ball real well, and like, all right, Rico, you're just going to have to sit and wait, Too bad. And then he got his chance. Chuba goes down, and he popped his Ginsu bean, and he's like, all right, here it is. And so he trucks over, who was it the week before?
He destroyed Miami.
It was Miami.
Yeah, he ran for
And
2+100.
that rush defense isn't great.
No.
But he went on. He was like a raped ape. He was just running like it was his last day on earth. And then he gets to see Dallas and that porous defense.
Does it again.
Plus, they said, yo, Rico, you don't make a lot of money, and we don't care to even give you a little bit. So why don't you go somewhere else? Thanks for being our lead back last year. We're going to go with retreads. And he's like, cool, man. So he circles it on his calendar. And every day he wakes up, he just puts an X through the day. It's getting one day closer to the Dallas game. And as he's getting dressed, and it looks like he's smuggling a king-size banana because he's so excited to play against his old team and give them the business.
Yeah, the difference there was against Miami. He ran the ball 23 times for 206 yards, but a bulk of that yardage was on like 2 runs, 2 50-yard runs, which is bad, but it's not the same thing as what he did to Dallas, where he ran for 30 times for 183 yards. So he just smashed it down their throat.
Yep.
From a 9+ average to a 6. So
You were Bill Belichick, and you did have a cutoff. The hoodie was legit. You were Belichick in your flag football.
Oh, when I was coaching.
I remember your professional career, and you probably go back to that at some point.
God, I'd love to.
You can't hide from what you love, and your team that you coached, if you could play one play specifically over and over again and continue to be
If
successful,
it works, you keep doing it.
you just keep doing it until they fix
doing
it.
He also caught 4 passes for 56 yards. Like, he's MVP the last 2 weeks.
He is.
Like, it's nuts.
Murdock Senior. We play DraftKings.
That's right. He had
He put him on there again, and he's walking around as like he got a Rico full-size tattoo on his back, like it covers it, and he's such a Rico fan. Look who I got, look at my guy. I was like, yeah, no, that's cool, man. I drafted him last year in Dallas, but you can have him this year. Congrats, I'm happy for you, man. Big win, big win, big win. Speaking of big wins. You remember the beats. You don't remember the wins. #humble. I had, going back to when we first met, I had the Steelers at 11-1 with Ray Plisberger to win the Super Bowl. I had the Gators at 33-1 with Joakim Noah and Demeet Hook and that crew. I had the Baylor Bears
so long ago.
8-1, Kansas 12-1, Florida Gators 20-1, men's basketball all winners. I had the Texas Rangers 50-1. #humble. So like I hit my props. I got Tampa Bucks. I got the Bucks at 30-1. Talk about a dude that popped a Ginsu bean, a sensu bean. Is Baker Mayfield.
Oh, he's MVP right now. I don't think there's any debate.
Mark and I bet that last year, Bean. We bet that, actually bet it, that Baker was going to be, he was going to be the offensive player of the year and for him to win the MVP. And it was like 100-1.
What was it this year?
Really high still at the beginning of the year. Now
it's
when the
2-1.
talking heads, when all the 4-letter networks and everybody else with a microphone, how can you not talk about Baker going out there last week with Tez Johnson and 2 other practice squad guys and still win with practice squad guys? Listen to this. Baker put his helmet on and went onto a field without Mike Evans, without Chris Godwin, without Mbuka, without Bucky Irving and still beat a competitive San Francisco team.
Yeah, San Francisco doesn't look crappy. I know they're injury up and down, but man,
He won without all of that. That's a really good team to not
he
have
won like
on the
going
field.
away too. Everyone's like, this is going to be a close game. They
Baker,
gave it to him.
he's feeling it. Who else is feeling it like that? No, nobody in the league. That's the guy. Right now, that's the guy. Throwing to practice squad guys on Sunday, mind you, practice squad. No shade to those practice squad guys. They're still amazing athletes. They're still great. Tez catches that ball. You saw the deep ball that he caught.
Mm-hmm.
He extended, he gets in the end zone, and he does a backflip because he's so excited. He's in the locker room with
Oh, the MVP thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, I get up and they're chanting MVP, MVP. And
What did I
like,
do?
I was like, dang, dude, it's my first touchdown ever. Like, I don't know why they're screaming for me. And the guy he was talking to, I forget who it was. I think it was somebody on the side. And they're like, no, man, that was for Baker.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, man, his first touchdown.
Baker's he's going to make that whole coaching staff look good. Like the paydays raises are coming for everybody.
If you haven't had Mike for 3 weeks now,
He might be back this week. Yeah.
if you haven't had Chris for 2 weeks, Bucky for 2 weeks, if all that comes back healthy, if you fast forward 3 weeks and you have a healthy Mike, a healthy Chris, a healthy Mbuka, I don't know if he's going to be, though. I think they might be playing slow songs at a funeral for that dude. But if they had all three of those wideouts healthy and Bucky back with no limitations, that's a Super Bowl team. That's a Super Bowl team.
Oh, yeah.
That defense needs a little help. Kendrick Bourne still went bananas like Jason Bourne and still had...
Yeah, their defense is the weak part for sure.
It is.
The lowest points they've allowed all season is 19. So
You think maybe they make a move? There's the trades now in football happen more regularly.
they do, especially
Than
that
they
week
used to.
of people go bananas with the trades.
I bought
do you-
all those Tank Bisbee
Mm.
auto rookies, and he got traded after 8 carries. He was gone. Behind, so the worst scenario as an investor is not seeing a dude break his leg. I'd rather have Tyreek rookies when he puts his leg through his pants than a dude who was vying to be the starting. They were splitting time with Travis in Jacksonville, and they trade him to the team with the NBP from last year behind Saquon. So he's never going to see the ball short of Saquon getting hurt. Do they trade him to Arizona, who needs a back? Do they trade him to the Chargers, who desperately need a back, although Vidali sure did.
Miami said, let's let you look amazing too.
You see a trend there?
Yeah.
Gee whiz, dude. Dowdle and then Vidali, and those guys aren't anything to speak of. Boy,
Yeah.
they sure made
I don't know
them-
how people still want to blame McDaniel and not the defensive coordinator, Anthony Weaver, who's let's just keep running the same scheme every week, even though we're hemorrhaging. We're going to get it next week, guys.
How do you feel? I've been meaning to ask you all week, and I waited until today to ask you. What are you doing, Tua? What do you?
I just
What
saw
was
too.
that?
Stephen A. Smith is like, it's not Tua's fault, it's McDaniel's fault. It's like, no. Tua, they had a chance to win that game in spite of Tua, who threw some of the worst picks. That last Hail Mary thing where he just threw the ball right to the defender. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's probably they're not gonna win. Like, but
How do you feel about the presser?
or he's throwing his teammates under the bus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I really
he's-
wanted to hear your opinion about.
He
He came out and did something he normally doesn't do.
No, but he's been salty all year, and it's been getting progressively more. Like I never hear him take responsibility.
Ever.
He's always deflecting. I don't have social media. I spend time with my family. I don't read that stuff. We just have to focus. Now it's, the players aren't showing up on time to the players-only meetings that we're supposed to have. It's like,
Aren't you the captain?
yeah, aren't you
Don't
the
you
head
go
of the team?
Don't you go grab your guys and say, get them in the room, dude?
Yeah, maybe the defense is sick of they're not good, but like, hey, it sucks to make a stop and then you turn around and turn the ball over the very next time. Like, cool, that just deflated. Hey, we got you an intercept. Oh, 3 and out. Okay, cool, sweet. No, I'm
Deflect.
over.
Never ownership.
Never.
I could have done better here. I could have done better there. Yeah, those guys didn't come to the meeting, and next time they will. That's on me. I got to see
that
on
had
my
nothing to do with the game. The game was they didn't execute. It didn't because they had a couple people were 5 minutes late to a player's meeting. Like when he threw that pick a couple weeks ago against Buffalo, he couldn't own the fact that it was a bad throw and he threw it right to the linebackers. Like, made a great play. I make that throw 10 times out of 10 times every single time still. And it's like, why would you say that? That was a terrible play. Why would you say you do it again and again and again? Like
He seems like a good guy. Like he loves his family. I think he's a Christian guy, and I appreciate that. What I don't appreciate, it's a thing with me. Hashtag humble. I managed multiple states at a really high level when I was younger in retail. And if you get your job done, man, you show out, you get paid, and you get what you want. You'll never – I got my people right. But I don't listen to excuses.
We come from the same –
Not even
I
one
ran the
excuse.
restaurant. It's the same thing. You do your job and do it well. I don't care what you do.
Oh, but it was because of – stop.
Even if it is, just don't do that.
Nope. Own that and say that was my fault. I didn't get that stuff in the fryer on time. I didn't get the lettuce prepped, and that's why it wilted. You know, my bad. Don't blame the other guy. Don't blame the other dude. Take ownership to that. I respect that because I don't respect the prism, the shifting of responsibility. Oh, it was them. For Tua, who never gets out in front of a presser, starts blaming leadership. He's
like, you're the leader.
He is the leadership. When do you look in the mirror? When do you come out and say, my bad, and now it'd be damage control. Come out and say that to begin with. Hey, Tim Tebow did that. My bad. We lost today, and I lost.
Yeah, on a game that he really wasn't at fault at. He had thrown for 500 yards and like 5 touchdowns.
We're going to play better.
Bad.
We're not going to lose again.
And they didn't.
And then he calls Jesus, and he's like, yo, dude, like, I love you. I ran my mouth a little bit, but I'm going to do some work for you.
I want to write some checks. Can you cash them for me?
I listened to a wild bit of information told by Tim. I saw it earlier in the week. He was at an award ceremony after his rookie year when he beat, I think it was Pittsburgh?
Yeah, in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
Yeah.
And so...
And then never got another chance again to play.
Right. So he's got this award ceremony, and he's not a me guy. He likes the light, but it's really not about him.
Right. No, yeah, you're right.
He leads with the Paladin shield, you know, and it's kind of gross for people that aren't religious because it's just so nauseating the way it's Jesus first, you know, it's God first. Well, he gets out there and he's ready to go out for this award. And the 316 thing that he had on his eye, the 316, the game that he threw and won that game against Pittsburgh, time of possession was 316.
That's right.
The yardage per carry was 316.
I remember that, yeah.
His yardage that he threw was 316. And everything was 316. Everything. The yards per catch, yards per carry, his rushing yards, everything. His yards total, everything was 316. And so, like, he gets really emotional. He's like, man, this was about me. And he's telling me, yo, this isn't about you. This is still about me. It's just a game. You know, I work through you.
Here you go. He threw for he threw for 316 yards and 2 touchdowns. He averaged 31.6 yards per completion, which is
316.
Bananas. The game's TV ratings were 31.6. The Steelers had a time of possession of 31 minutes and 6 seconds.
How can you...
That's really weird.
You know? I had never heard that before, and, you know, I don't throw Bibles at people, but I'm a religious fella enough, and that was something, man. Like, wow, is how coincidental can that be? But it made Tim say, you know what? For just a second, I thought this was going to be about me. You know, I was going to go out there and celebrate. And he's telling me, yo, man, it's about me. It's not about you. So that was wild. That was an interesting thing to see through the week. And then that guy ripping his shirt off, and I like Tim Tebow, but
that makes me sad that he never got a fair shake. He
wouldn't change position. He wasn't going to be a quarterback.
No, but I'd still.
He could have been a fullback. He could have been something, a tight end.
He's one of those. There's so many crappy backups in the league still to this day that he could have absolutely. I don't like how people. I don't know. Like he got bounced immediately from the Broncos. Where do they send him? Like the Jets, like the career-ending Jacksonville's, like the franchises that. Of course, he wasn't going to be a quarterback there, but if he would have went somewhere with coaching and actual, and I know he played for the Patriots for like an hour.
Had he gone to Jacksonville, they would have sold jerseys because that's an hour and a half from Gainesville. So you would have gotten.
Well, he did for like on the bench for like.
You'd get a draw there just for the merch and for those ticket sales that want to see their Jesus. He was. It's Tim Tebow.
It just blows my mind that someone that
Tim
good
Tebow
in
college football.
Oh yeah. No, I'm a Gator,
my God,
so yeah,
dude.
that was some of the best.
Pun not intended.
Yeah, that was.
Man, that guy walked on water. He was it. So
yeah, we haven't really had anybody.
And then Florida. Gosh, bless. It is a week to be humble. Be humble first. Humble. I crushed picks again and again and again. I missed my long shot with the Yankees. They're out. And I took my early buyout, like I said last week. But
yeah, I had Toronto Dodgers, and I was looking good for a minute, and now Seattle's.
The Dodgers are taking turns throwing complete game shutouts. Like,
yeah.
they're so good. Oh man, they look good. Yamamoto last night, he went. You don't go complete games in the playoffs, and he's like, "No, man, I got this.
It's fine.
Y'all can just sit down for a minute, eat some sunflower seeds. I'm gonna have a boba tea or whatever our people enjoy. I beat your type of tennis." That's what he told me. If you watch the film closely again, in the eighth inning,
down right here.
He turns around and I was like, "Wow, man! I heard the message. I saw what I saw, whether it be about me or you. But Dodgers sure look good, man. And Toronto
looked good up until this series, and now
baseball. I love baseball. The Brewers had the best team in the National League, if not, one of them, but they were dominant. But regular season is different than postseason, and if your entire roster is a bunch of dudes that have never seen the postseason, it's a different animal. It puckers. It gets tight, and then all you're doing is sitting at the plate with a tight keister because you're worried, oh, my God, I'm 0-7. Oh, my God.
yeah.
And you hyperventilate, and the pitchers
like you
do
were
the
saying
same
last
thing.
week, you and Mark were like, it's not, you don't get, oh, don't worry, next series, you'll cut out your slump because we have 100,000 games to play this season.
Yep. And so here it is. And every year there's a guy like Jorge Polanco that hits 650 with a half a dozen homers that never does that during the season. Jorge was good. He got hurt. He got injured. That guy led the league in strikeouts last year, where he was really bad at strikeouts. He cut it in half in 1 year. His strikeouts were cut in half. So whatever he did worked for him. And he's serviceable, but he's no juggernaut.
Right.
But the playoffs, all it takes, brother, is just one. I said Mark Lemke like every week because that's the Mark Lemke. That's the Jim Leyritz. There's one guy on your team that gets huge, that gets on a heater. Randy Rosarina hit 9 home runs for us in that playoff run. 9. The number after 8.
9.
Das ist alles für heute, Randy. You have to raise your voice when you speak German. Das ist alles für heute. Du bist sehr schön, mein Schatz.
Well, because it sounds more evil when you whisper in German, most than the yelling.
Das ist alles, mein Herr.
See? It's way worse.
Du
Yell
bist
at me,
sehr
please.
schön. I saw a tea kettle yesterday that I swear looks like Adolf. I'm going to show you the picture.
Oh, my God.
We
you
need
took
to
a
be
picture.
live.
Yeah.
I need to talk to you about that.
Yeah,
about
we're
what
getting
I
there.
need to do to
We're like
make
a week
that,
or two away from that.
to make that happen. The picture I saw, and then I took a double take. There's no reason at all that this should be on your merchandise. Like, who do you think you're selling to?
Oh, boy.
Does that or does that not? Now that you see it, now that I said
No,
it,
I can. The hair.
yeah,
And
the
yeah,
hair
that's really
and
weird.
It looks like the Fuhrer.
It looks
That's
like
the Fuhrer kettle.
There's some subconscious marketing there.
That is not going to sell during Hanukkah.
That's a MAGA tea kettle.
Look at it.
Jesus.
9999. It doesn't whistle. It just screams that when it gets hot.
Oh my God. Gross.
If you can't hate them all, you're not allowed to hate one of them. Shade is shade. Did you have a great week?
No, sports sucked for me. I'm in that point of the season. It's October, where I start to regret caring at all about any sports at all.
How does it? Oh man, I wish this was coming from a place of ill intent. And because we've known each other long enough, you probably still think it is. But you were 1-0 for a minute after, not having a great start. So you started fresh, like, all right, we're 1-0. And then you lost again, and then you lost again.
The worst part
Games
about
that you were winning.
See, okay. I remember, I was way younger, but I remember the 2007 season for the Dolphins when they went 1-15 and only won at the end of the season, like 3 games left against Baltimore, where Greg Camarillo caught a ridiculous
Jay
pass in
Fiedler,
overtime.
who's on?
That was Cleo Lemon was the quarterback.
Nice, dude. Nice name drop.
Yeah.
That was the guy for the whole year?
For the most part of the year. Yeah, it was Cleo. Cleo won the game. I'm pretty like Sage Rosenfels and all the bad time, the dark times. But at least every week
Sage.
I knew they weren't gonna they were historically bad on both sides of the ball. This year, minus the first game against Indy, they should have won every goddamn game that they've been in since that game, and they haven't. That's way worse. That's so much worse than just being a shit team that doesn't score any points and just gets walked on. And then in the fourth, you're up or you're driving to win and your quarterback can't do it.
The defense plays well enough, and then it's prom night with 3 minutes to go. Every week, it's prom night. Give it up.
Yeah,
Give it up.
Give
it up. It's that limo ride home.
So I'm saying, like, the offense they haven't scored under 24 points since like the first week of the season. Like the offense is but it's
the last drive. 2 weeks ago, I take Miss Murdock back to the house. I'm watching my short-term investments. Everything hits. Miami's up. I'm like, all right.
Oh, yeah, against Carolina.
Last week, I forgot to look and hedge and take the other side. I had enough on that game. It was my swing game, so I had an opportunity to cash out. I stacked chips, and I didn't. And they prom nighted me, and they prom nighted you, and they keep doing that every week. They're in the game. Buffalo, they're in the game. They're winning the game. Prom night.
Tua interception, and on the rare cases that it's not Tua that blows it at the end, like this past week where he actually went down the field like it was nothing, scored a touchdown. The defense is like, nah, I don't want to play defense. It's like there's 40 seconds left. Nah. Jalen Phillips falls off the sack. I've never seen a play like that in my life. Wrapped him up completely and then let him go. No whistle blew. And then he completes a pass where the running back or the wide receiver makes 11 people miss, and they get like, oh, dude.
For our listeners that I'm sure they can go back and listen to your stuff that you produced years ago. I don't know that they can listen to older shows.
We have the feed that's not updated anymore. That was ADD Sports from back in the day. You could definitely find that.
Way back then, we make claims every week. We have short-term investing and just general knowledge, and we talk about fantasy, and we touch a lot of different angles to sports. It's nice to honk the horn. #humble. You got to stay humble. Darren Waller. I put you on Darren Waller. Before the season started, it's your Dolphins, and you're like, yo, what's up with this? Or I actually contacted you, and I was like, yo, check
I was
this
excited initially. And then he missed the first 3 games of the season and made me go, ugh.
To have that foresight where if you feel a certain way about a certain thing, make your bet and stand behind it. So Darren just quit on football because the Giants were so bad, and he's like, I'm not going out there and be like this. And then he's like, you know what, man, I miss football. Let me reconnect. And Miami looked like a good team on paper, and he got hurt for a couple of weeks, and then he came back, and he was just like the Raiders. He was just like the tight end I remember who would own a team, like own the game. He would go out and make a difference.
In 3 games, he's been targeted only 12 times with 10 catches, 117 yards, and he leads the team in touchdowns with 4 already in 3 games.
Do you want to figure that out?
Like Watt only has 3 and has been here
that guy's use that. Maybe you want Jonnu Smith left, and you're like, man, like Jonnu's gone and Darren's coming in. I was like, trust. This guy hits the field. That's a diamond in the rough because it was a diamond to begin with. That guy was an all-pro. He was good.
No, he's still. I mean,
I tell you what, he looks right. He looks right. There's gonna be some more trades. People are getting traded, and teams need running backs.
Yeah, there's rumors now that everyone wants Achane, and why wouldn't you? Because
that's the one guy I think you keep, but you're going to lose my boy from NC State, Bradley.
I think they're going to blow the whole thing up.
Yeah, Bradley's gone. Phillips is gone.
Well, they're not having good years, so you can move them right
They're
along.
going to shed that. Devon is, if you traded him,
I like him so much that I would rather him go play for a contender.
That's what you said about Tannehill and Jay Ajayi and everybody else that had talent that went somewhere else. You're like, man, I hope they catch on somewhere and do well, and they all do. Well, Ajayi didn't get huge.
He went to Philly,
but he was the man for you. Your running back room. You have Jaden Wright.
Yeah, there's rumors he's gone.
And Ollie Gordon.
That's what I'm saying. I could see them keeping Ollie.
Ollie looks good. I mean, if you could get something for Devon, it'd have to be something sexy. But if you could get a 2.
You don't get a lot for running backs.
No, you don't get a lot for nothing anymore.
Even though he's averaging 5.1 yards a carry.
Would you move him for a 2nd round and a 4th round and a 3rd round next year?
If we fire the GM, yeah. But like right now, they're going to keep drafting just terrible players that can't do anything.
That's a nice hit. And they got him fairly cheap. He wasn't a first-day guy. Whew.
There's so much talent looking at the roster right now on offense that I just don't know how.
Achane, when you're even, he's leaving. We watched that game collectively, Senior and Nana Murdock and Senior Murdock, Miss Murdock. I had Junior. Woody was there. And the game's on TV, and he swung right. And I don't remember who took the angle at him, but it wasn't good.
This past week?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and he 51 yards, just smoked him.
And I was like, watch, he's gone.
Jogging.
And told the room that he's an Olympic. I mean, like, he's the fastest guy on the team, and that includes Tyreek Hill. Like they went out there at the beginning of the year and like see who's the fastest. And Devon can run, dude.
Once he gets,
if you're
he's
even,
so
he's leaving.
He looks like Gibbs. Watching Detroit and then watching, they look so similar.
He has a dynamic. So what's that worth? I mean, that's where I would love to have that on my team. Man, give me that, please.
Oh, he's a top 5 running back in the league, without question.
Without a question. So what can you get for that? If you're going to blow it up and you're going to push the the handle down on the box that says TNT.
Yeah. Or they're going to say on the toilet handle and flush
yeah,
it all.
underneath the Dolphins logo on the Acme box. When you blow it up, you have to gut that whole thing. Ewers has to come in. We talked about this before.
That's why I'm actually excited about Tua being an ass, because it seemed like nothing was ever going to move him. Because that's the thing that pisses me off. I watched the end of that. I watched the game, but I watched the end of the game. He throws that last pick and he's laughing. There's no, like, what happened to the Peyton Mannings and the God, I hate him, but the Tom Brady's with the, like, I am so pissed. I cannot believe we lost. We're not supposed to lose. He's just like, hey, it's
not
whatever.
Everybody is that alpha. Peyton and Tom were alphas, like grabbing people's face masks.
But you don't even have to be like that. You still have to care about the game you're playing.
Right.
Drew Brees was never murdering people on the sidelines, but holy shit, he had a competitive fire.
For sure. And he held people accountable.
Yeah, it's like Tua's just like, cool, man. Hey, whatever. It's another interception. No, not a biggie. We'll be fine.
Blow it
Surfer dude. Cool, man.
The Giants had Russ in there for a second. We talked about this 2 months ago.
Russ is a very similar personality, and he only was successful with Pete coaching him.
And Brian said, okay, man, so I'm going to try to keep my job, and I'm going to put the rookie in that walks around like he's big man on campus and backs it up, by the way.
Yeah.
And we talked about that. Man, Jackson needs to be in the game. If he's not, and you wait halfway through the season or 3/4 of the way through the season and then punt on the season,
and it's too late.
He only gets a little bit.
Yeah.
You let him bleed out of his mouth at the beginning. Heaven forbid he does well.
What is he, 2-1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's running out there, and he's got his boy with him, too. Like, them
two are going to have
CTE
and be not all there in the next couple of years.
You can see they should be in movies together.
Yeah.
The dynamic that
I agree.
It's a really good vibe, and it's in my division. I hate to see it. I love to see that swag. I love to see that juice. We appreciate that from each other. Like, I dig that. I like the Ric Flair. I like the guy that says Larry Bird walks into the 3-point contest. The year that he makes the last shot and put his finger up as the ball's going in, and that ball won the contest. Yeah. He walked into the locker room and said, which one of you guys is finishing second place tonight? And he believed that and let him know and then gave him the business. That's why I love Dwayne Wade. Give you the business all game long. Boy, you hurt. Boy, you hurt. I'm leaning on you. Boy, you hurt. You all right? All night long, business. And then they fold like a chair because they can't, it's too much. And Larry was too much. And he's white and the rest of the league wasn't. And he'd running by letting people know, hey, y'all need to get this white boy off me.
Oh, there's highlights of them where they talk about that.
All kinds of videos of how
this white country bumpkin,
out there talking noise.
Yeah.
And Jackson taking videos and taking shots at Justin's girlfriend, and I like the juice, man, and I hope he doesn't play well when we play him, but I really like.
That's got to be frustrating though, as a Giants fan, because there's never been a Giants fan I've talked to that likes Brian Daboll and wants him around. So you're in this position now where you're like,
it saved his career.
It absolutely, like Dart. You want Dart to be the future, but if he is even semi-successful, then Brian gets to stick around, and now you're going to be stuck in that 8-9 win window for the rest of
and that
time.
Guy Bean was Brian's guy, so that's on the wall behind him.
All I can say is
I drafted that dude.
Yeah,
that's my pick.
That's why I want something like that to happen in Miami, where McDaniel gets another chance with his quarterback that he gets to draft. He got brought in to fix Tua.
Well, did he draft Quinn? Is that his guy, or is that somebody else's guy?
I think that was just a.
Ewers is.
I mean, McDaniel was brought in to fix Tua from the Brian Flores stuff, and like, I can fix him.
So you let Tua go. You do the hard
so
thing.
So much money that dead. That's what I mean. Like, we're screwed. Like, I don't even want to watch football for the next couple of years because of how much dead cap is tied in.
You took your hiatus once. You took your walk.
But I followed some of my favorite players. I don't have anybody like that now. So if I turn that off, there's like nothing for me to enjoy. I tried to watch the Lions game on Sunday, and Kansas City from 5 years ago showed up. What was that?
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
I could buy some Kansas City long term. They're gonna get.
Were they playing? Were they just messing around the first part of the season, making everybody talk shit so they can go? Nah, we're fine. It'll be fine.
They get Rasheed back. Xavier Worthy was out for the first 3
That's
weeks.
what I'm saying. The Bills are falling apart. They went from barely being able to put teams away to losing 2 games in a row.
That Buffalo
Josh Allen
game
looked so pedestrian that it warmed the cockles of my heart.
Sure.
But it doesn't make any. I don't know. This season's been.
You needed private time. You needed quiet time after that Buffalo game. I know you did. You're like, don't come in here, kids. You were really feeling it because Buffalo got the business handed to them. Bijan Robinson turned into Jamal Anderson and had a good old time.
Yeah, what's like Atlanta is Jekyll and Hyde.
They are. The defense stands up sometimes and then they don't. But boy, they had it right last week.
Yeah, every week we talk about who's the new top team because they're never consistent. But I think the Bucks now currently hold the. If we had our own ADHD power rankings, I would say
our ADHD power rankings.
It's Bucks all day, and they got the Lions this week, so they have a chance to show.
Boy, if they could win that game without anybody. I mean, Mike's not. Let's say Mike doesn't play, Chris doesn't play, and Ibuka doesn't play, and Bucky doesn't play. He goes out there with Tez Johnson again, and Moore, and Kate Otten, and beats the Lions. He won't have footprints on the ground. He's walking on.
That's a huge game this early in the season.
Yeah, I wish he had everything. And I want to know what that bet's worth because you can sell early. And I've got the Bucks at 30-1. What do you think they are now? I mean, granted, it's so fickle because it's like a stock market.
It goes up and down. Yeah,
it goes up and down like a stock market.
Probably 15 to 1
because they don't have all those guys. But once all those guys come back, what is that bet worth? Are they then the favorite? Do you think the Bucks are the favorite when
there's
they get
4 one-loss teams in the league right now, which is bananas. Well, the Packers have a tie. But you got Tampa's the only 5-1 team in the NFC. And the Colts and the Steelers are the only one-loss teams in the AFC.
Steelers.
If you would have told me at the beginning of the year that the Colts and the Steelers would be leading the AFC through 6 games, I'd have been like, you're on drugs.
The Super Bowl winner, the odds to win the Super Bowl today, team number 1, Buffalo.
Still?
6.5 to 1. You're talking about it right now, how there's not a super dominant team. There's some good teams, and those teams could go on a heater. So what is usually there's a front runner at 3-1, 4-1. It's so early in the year.
But it doesn't feel like Buffalo. Tampa's been way more impressive than Buffalo's been.
Buffalo's 6.5 to 1. Kansas is 6.5 to 1.
See, that's bonkers. They're 3-3 and third in their division,
and tied for the number 1. But if I had to make a bet, you putting a gun to my son's head, I might take Kansas City over there on the AFC.
On the AFC side, okay. I was going to say, I think this might be one of those years. I think Baker might just be destined. I think he's there to shove it. It's poetic, too, when the Browns drafted, 11 quarterbacks. You know what I mean? The league is very... It just works weird that way, and I feel like this will be just one more extra shove it up your ass for getting rid of Baker.
The Packers are 7.5 to 1. They're team number 3.
Yeah, I don't have faith as much in the Packers anymore.
But you see how tight that is? 6.5 to 1, 6.5 to 1, 7.5 to 1. The Lions are 8 to 1. So that's 4 teams that are jam-packed.
Where are the
right
Bucks
at the
at?
top. The Bucks, you have the Lions at 8 to 1. I bought #humble. God, stay humble. Stay humble, you Murdockites. Stay humble. Always stay humble. Modesty, humility, selflessness. I got the Bucks at 30 to 1. After the Lions are the Eagles at 11 to 1.
Oh, the Eagles need to fall out. They're not. They're not.
The Rams are 14 to 1.
Okay.
Then
good
the
coaching,
Bucks
scrappy.
at 16 to 1. So the Bucks are now 16 to 1.
I said 15. I guess close. Okay.
The Colts are 16 to 1. They were 100 to 1. And they're 16 to 1. The Broncos 17.5, the Chargers 17.5, the Ravens are 22.5, The 49ers are 22.5.
The fact that the Ravens are 1-5 and not they have the worst defense in the league. Miami's defense is bad. The Ravens have the worst defense in the league.
Yeah, it's bad.
I don't think anybody's given up more points than them.
Do you want to talk about how great the Jets' offense is? You want to talk about how Justin had negative passing yards for the week?
to 11 or something.
Negative 10 yards?
Yeah.
How do you have negative 10 yards? How do you have negative yards? And then what do the fantasy owners do? You're ready to break shit. I mean, you're so angry.
Yeah.
You have Garrett Wilson. You got Brees. You got people that throw the ball, dude. They look like they don't know what they're doing. All right, guys, just go out there and just run around a little bit. Oh, my Lord.
You know what's crazy?
My God.
They've scored more points this season than the Pittsburgh Steelers have.
You just mentioned how Kansas City, it boggles your mind that they're the favorite to win the Super Bowl. They're 3-3. They're 500. And they're the front runners to win, right? The Steelers, who you said are 5-1?
4-1.
I mean, pardon me.
They had a bye, yeah.
4-1? They're 30-1. Public perception.
Yeah.
And if you had to pick one, which one are you going to pick? 1, 2, 3, go. Like, you have to pick. You're going to pick the Chiefs? You have $100 to bet on.
Yeah, still as of right now, I would probably.
Okay.
Give it to when we get to the halfway point.
But today,
because momentum is a lot in the NFL.
It is a lot, and that's where that is, because they weren't 6.5, but they're the Chiefs, and
But
it's
the
Pat.
Chiefs, they're not.
And they looked pretty good.
Just last week, but then the week before they lost. So
yeah, they lost that game they should have won. I mean, they're marching down the field. They score, and then a PI on a 41-yard pass into the end zone. That sucks. And then Chris Jones not running and just stopping and looking at his Twitter feed while Trevor falls on the ground, gets up, falls again, gets up and runs into the end zone. Oops. My bad, guys. My bad. My bad. No timeouts, mind you. My bad. My bad. All right, so you lost that game. They had that game. I mean, it doesn't sound like I bet on Kansas City on that game at all. I still, I can't get that taste out of your mouth, Giggity. It's gross. I'd rather lose by 30.
The Steelers, though, I would bet to make the playoffs because you got Cincinnati, and God only knows what's happening there at 2-4. Baltimore, the wheels have completely come off at 1-5. The Browns are the Browns.
If Pittsburgh defense, and it is momentum, brother. It is. People can change in a week. The team that looks bad can in
We've
a couple
seen that
of
all
weeks
year.
turn it around.
Yeah, minus a couple teams.
TJ hasn't been himself. You know they had that trade with Fitzpatrick, with Minka, and with Ramsey. So there's some new faces, new places, but now it's week 5 as you're over. You should be settling into a groove.
Let's look at their schedule.
How does the defense needs to turn around? If they can, then crazy parents Aaron Rodgers and his Percocet Hiawatha.
See that? Yeah, that guy. That leads us right into the Thursday night game of the week against the Bengals. Tomorrow. They should, even though Tomlin's like, I can't believe they traded Flacco, and he's like freaking out about Flacco, but because he used to have their number. But I mean, like, it's not the Ravens of 12 years ago.
It'd be cool to see Joe go out there and hang 3 touchdowns on the defense. And
it would be funny.
I don't think that's.
But Pittsburgh wins that game. They've got a 3+ game lead already. The halfway point.
30-1.
So I mean, like, can you place short-term investments on division winning and stuff like that?
Sure you can.
Because I can't imagine them losing the division now.
I'll tell you what it is. Conference futures. AFC conference winners.
That's not. Yeah, that's just winning the
division winners. Pardon me.
Oh, you're okay.
AFC. The Steelers to win their division.
Do I need to make a investment right now?
If you believe that they're going to win that division, you should be making a generous short-term investment now.
Tell me.
They're minus 160. So you bet $160 to win 100.
Okay. So they're basically assume that they're going to.
The Ravens are next at plus 170.
That seems even high for where they're at right
Right?
now. They're 1-5.
It's the Steelers, right? Unless they just puke on themselves.
like
Really, I mean, like
super puke.
convulsive, just violent puking. That's their division to win.
I mean, the Ravens.
Minus 160. They win next week. Baltimore loses again, and
Yeah, you're up 4 or 5 games.
they're going to be minus 300. That's a good bet. That's a good bet.
You think minus 160 is good?
Oh, it's really good.
Okay.
That's really attractive. That has taken my.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You like to find an opportunity, but you have to take advantage of it while you have it.
That's
because
the only division that's not competitive. If you look the rest of the AFC, New England, Buffalo are tied.
You remember I got the Bucks at 30 to 1, so it was a $100 bet. That bet today is worth $165. I can cash out now and make 66% of my money.
Jesus. Ride that for a few more weeks.
That's what it's worth today. I can say, all right, thanks, guys, and take that money and go to dinner on them and then put my money back in my wallet. Now I'm going to hold it because I really believe in Tampa this year. That's why I made it.
No, I think. Well, the rest of it, like AFC South, looks competitive because the Colts are 5-1 and Jags are 4-2. But
AFC South,
are they
the
even?
Colts to win that division is minus 150.
That's another good one.
That's
if you would have had the foresight at the beginning of the season on that one.
Oh boy, there's your money. That's a winner. You just cash it out.
Jacksonville's not gonna. The fact that they've won 4 games makes my head hurt.
I like Jacksonville.
Your Texans have won 2 in a row though, and are starting to put it together.
And the defense,
which is why I thought Miami would be right now after that Jets victory. Yeah.
So just squint your eyes and make Houston look like Miami. Just cheer for them. Because they're doing what you wanted your team to do. You thought that would be.
No, like I said, I'll watch the Lions because I like Goff and I like Campbell. But, man, I'm going to pull.
The AFC South, Colts are in front. Jacksonville's plus 195. Houston's 6-1. If you wanted to take a short-term investment,
that's not
speculative.
That's not an ugly one, no.
6-1?
Because you could still hedge your bets that the wheels are going to fall off Jones at some point.
They got to play Indy. They play each other. So they get it on there. I mean, that's where you win and lose. It's in your division. That's why it's a division. So you could fill the bed with.
Okay, what are the AFC West? What do the Chiefs look like for the division since they're so high on the?
Kansas is
because they're third in the division.
There's not a favorite to speak of. Everything else is minus 150, minus 160. Kansas is plus 140.
Oh.
So
still
to bet
in third
to
place,
win 140. The Chargers to bet 100 to win 180. They're in second place. And then the Broncos are plus 225. So it's really tight. There's no favorite there.
You could put $1 on all 3 of those.
And as long as somebody, that's math.
And you about break
There's
even.
There's reasons why I do enjoy your company, and that's one of them. You can see that you could bet $1 and.
See, but that's how most of the divisions are. The only other one I would say is a runaway is the NFC South. Yeah, I know Atlanta's looking better, and so are the Panthers, but
the Bills and the Patriots, how do you love you some Drake May?
I hate both those teams so much, man.
Yeah, I know you do.
I hate both those teams so much.
I had to make it hurt a little bit.
I knew with Vrabel going there, though, they were going to, Tennessee made the worst mistake ever by
I'm a Drake fan. The kid can run.
The Drake. Got to respect the Drake.
He can run. Got to respect the Drake. He can run. He can throw. And he believes that he's the next Josh Allen. He's a poor man's Josh Allen when he started, when he came up.
Teamo Josh Allen, yeah.
It looks, it's the moxie. Like, I'm going to win today. You go out and you expect to win, and it doesn't matter who he's throwing the ball to. It doesn't matter. He's got Steph Diggs who's starting to play like Steph Diggs used to. He got past my cocaine trips, allegedly, and pregnancies, not allegedly. So the Bills are minus 225, and then you have the Pats at plus 180, and then the Dolphins at, well.
What is it, plus 480?
150 to 1.
Oh, that's it.
No, I mean, yeah, this depending on how you look at it, yeah, it's fine.
He's at plus 150.
Plus 1500.
That's not as bad. That doesn't pay as well as like you were talking like Kansas City's. What did you say? Plus
140.
So we got about the same odds as the Chiefs to win the division.
Yeah. Really close. Again, you have to squint. The Bucks are minus 375 to win their division.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Atlanta's 4-1. And the Panthers, you blink, you fast forward 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And Carolina goes 3-1 in those 4 weeks and beats Tampa.
Yeah, no,
Then,
I mean that
like,
division's
there
still
they are
close.
for 20-1.
I just feel like Baker's
I
Super
agree with you.
Saiyan 2 right now,
Devil's advocate.
and he's gonna grow that long hair and go 3 here soon.
He is. Oh,
He's already.
he expects to do it every week. He expects that it's going to be like that. All right, I'm just going to go.
He did
show
another
out.
insane scramble. Did you see that on 3rd and 100 yards, and he's
Ball.
just jumping and
Ball.
backflipping over people like it ain't a thing.
Ball.
Got to respect it, man. That's the difference. Like,
Ball.
I know I hate on we've talked for years. Like, I hate on Brady. Like, that's the stuff you never seen even those guys do. Baker's like, screw you. I'm gonna run through you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not Michael Vick. I'm not I'm not Lamar. I'm not gonna do all. No, I'm going to literally run you over while making the 15-yard run. He's a gun. He's Brett Favre with wheels, man.
You watched the video, him coming out of the tunnel in that away game in Seattle, and Seattle's cutting promos on him.
Oh yeah.
And
Because the fans were posed like, "Who pissed off? Why would you do this?" Why
and then he was like,
he went back to that fan. At
Sure
the
he
end
did.
of the game.
Went back to him and said, "Oh, those wings.
You still suck." Yeah, yeah, buddy. Scoreboard.
Scoreboard. Eat that. Hope you don't have a gag reflex because, man, you were gonna take it.
Seattle's for real. I think they're pretty good.
We're getting to that division. We got the Bucks at 375 as a favorite. The Falcons are plus 400 or 4-1. The Panthers are 20-1.
And the Saints aren't. You're not allowed to bet on the Saints.
And the Saints are the Saints. The NFC West, the Rams.
Now that's a division.
This same division. This is the same as the Kansas City Chargers.
Everybody's 4-2, but Arizona,
Broncos. The Rams are plus 150. The 49ers are plus 150. And the Seahawks are plus 275.
Ooh, that's a spicy one right there.
That's the spicy one on the NFC side.
They end up being the least injured out of everybody, and they sneak it through that division.
If you and I both put up a $50 bill that you're never going to see again,
Mm-hmm.
and you looked at the Panthers at 20-1. 20-1. And you're never going to see it again. If they got even, there's that opportunity there. But the Seahawks are plus 275. They're just as good as those other teams. The defense is better than the Rams' defense, I think. And San Fran lost Fred Warner. Everybody's hurt. Once they get healthy again, they're going to be a formidable team.
Seahawks have scored more than anyone in their division and given up the second most, or their second best. Only the Rams have given up 7 less points.
So the Seattle bet at 275, you bet 100 to win 275. And so that's attractive. I do like the Steelers. So far, the Steelers bet is like a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even as bad or pedestrian as they are, there's no one in that division
minus 160.
That's a
walk. You walk that in. You just walk that in. And you don't have to pay 2-1, 3-1. That's sexy. The NFC North, the Packers are even money. The Lions are plus 155.
Wow.
The Vikings are 9-1. The Bears are 12-1. So if you saw the Bears go on a heater from here, you fast forward 6 weeks and they go 5-1. But the Packers, I think, are rightfully they're in the right place.
Yeah,
with that value.
I don't know if they win their division though. I still think the Lions are better than the Packers.
All right, the Lions are plus 155.
Yeah.
So it's a $100 bet to win 155.
Yeah, that's
okay. And you make this a parlay. So you take your short-term money and you take the Steelers. You take who else did you like? You liked the Steelers. You liked the Lions. You like Seattle. You like Seattle as
Yeah,
well.
I think
So you take that 3-teamer.
now it
And
becomes like.
I wonder what that's worth. You're making me look now.
Now you're gonna.
Yep, here we go. What up, legit son? We got the Seahawks and we got the Steelers. 3 teams.
You're mathing it.
$10 to win 155 on those.
Wow, 10 to win 155.
So it's 100 to win 1,500. And you get the Lions, you get Seattle, and the boat race of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So you're really, man, that's attractive, dude. Why'd you have to show me that?
Yeah, that's not bad. There's some divisions though, like the NFC East.
I'm in on that. If you want to, go halvesies,
we might
dude.
have to have a little conversation. Yeah,
That's a sidebar.
NFC East. Who do you think the Eagles win that? I think their wheels are coming off.
They sure look like they're coming off. Washington, you can't bet on that team.
Yeah, but
I could see where. Oh man, the Giants might sneak in there, dude. That's anything could happen. That's a Doctor Strange. That's a multiverse. Any of those teams could win that division. I could see a scenario where the Cowboys trade for some defense and they go in a heater.
Yeah.
Dak's been throwing
Well,
touchdowns.
I'm looking. They've scored
maniac.
a lot of points. The Cowboys.
Yeah,
but
a
the
lot.
Eagles' point differential is in the negative, and they're 4-2. That should tell you all you need to know about how bad their offense actually is.
So if you scrubbed them, you scrub the Eagles. Which is the next? Who's the next team? Washington doesn't have Terry. Washington doesn't have.
I was going to say, if Washington gets more healthy, I think you almost have to give it to Washington, but they're beat up.
But after that, now who?
Yeah, I would trust
it's a cloudy snow globe,
I would trust
right?
the Cowboys over the Giants currently.
Okay.
Currently. If Dark gets on a roll.
They play this weekend. They're going to get it on.
That might change everything right there.
The Giants go in there and stomp the yard. Man.
Last time they played, you had Russ throwing for 9,000 yards, and they still couldn't beat the Cowboys.
Yep. And Justin Fields is his ineptitude. That offense with the Jets.
Yeah, they might not win a game.
And
Like
then
they might legitimately not.
They got to scrub that whole thing too. They just need a big broom.
And I feel bad I don't even like Aaron Glenn, but I feel bad for him because I don't think they've got the Panthers this week, which a couple weeks ago looked like, hey, that might be our first win. And then they got the Bengals, which maybe they beat the Bengals. Well, let's see. Then they got the Browns. So they might get a couple wins. But then they got the Patriots. Actually, the back half of their schedule is not bad. The Jets. They got the Ravens, who can't beat anybody. Jaguars, Saints.
You feel bad.
I mean, Jets lost by 2, got blown out. Lost by 2, lost by 6, got blown out. Lost by 2.
When do people get fired? When
does Aaron Glenn have to fire?
Aaron is going to be able to wear it all year? Does he wear it all year?
I don't think they'll fire him after 1 year. I don't.
Not after 5 games. Not after 6 games.
No, I think they'll give him till the start of next season, a couple games in. But I think changes will have to be made. Because, yeah, that Broncos game was ugly. That's like job losing ugly.
Ugh.
It's one thing, like
For
I
the
said.
network. They put that on television. You know what we're going to do? We're going to send these guys across the pond and make it the must-see game of the week.
Ugh.
Ugh.
That's what I'm saying. I don't say that Miami's the best bad team because they're my team, but, I mean, you saw what Miami did to the Jets, and you see how close they hang in, but they're not. Like, Titans, first coach gets fired. We didn't talk about that. First coach of the season, Callahan, gone. They've even won a game, and he's gone, but the Jets haven't.
They're going to bring in a new coach and implement what game plan? I mean, Cam hasn't exactly taken to the playbook yet. And he's throwing to what he's thrown to. Calvin is a good wide receiver. It makes me wonder what's going on over there. I don't live there. I don't listen to their radio, but I watch the games, and it doesn't look You want everybody to be Jackson Dart. You want your rookies to look like that. You want your rookies to be Andrew Luck and Roethlisberger. That's what you want. Like Phillip Rivers, go in there and stroke.
Yeah.
And that's not how it is, man. And he is struggling.
A lot of people are picking them this week to upset the Patriots because the Patriots are on a roll, and you got a new coach now in Tennessee, and people do get rah-rah for those first couple of weeks for intern coaches.
Yeah.
But, man, they got Patriots, Colts, Chargers, Texans, Seahawks. I don't see a win there.
And that hurts. If they got lucky and won 2 games, where's their record after that? If they cut that in half, I don't know where they're going to get those wins.
So would they be 3-8 after that?
But the NFL, the no freaking logic league, go figure. Every week, it's go figure. Atlanta is an underdog last night or the night before, and hangs it on Buffalo. Go figure. Go figure.
It does make me happy.
But
I don't want to see the Patriots return to the top. That's gross. No one wants that.
That's gonna hurt you. That's gonna makes you shudder thinking about it. Are those the demons that move around in your closet that you hear at night? You close your eyes and say, it's not real.
I wish I had no scruples. And then I go, I'm a Patriots fan then. And I watch the wheels fall off of that team. And then I could laugh maniacally, But
Miami's on the come up. I'll tell you. Let me say something that is positive and enlightening for you. Miami looks great, man. They're gonna be fine.
No, they look.
They're gonna be fine. You got nothing to worry about.
Here's why you got the Browns this week, which a couple weeks ago I was like, we're gonna beat the Jets, which we did. Then we're gonna beat the Panthers, which we should have. Then I'm like, we'll probably lose to the Chargers, but be competitive, which happened. I'm like, then we'll beat the Browns, and the Falcons look like ass, so we'll be back. Now I'm like, okay, the Browns will probably shut down our offense, and their offense will look the best it's looked all year.
Tell me about the Cleveland situation. You get Judkins, who can run the ball well. He's looked good as a rookie. He served his time. He gets to the team. Now he's clearly their RB1 and runs all over the place. Last week, instead of running the ball with your quite capable running back, Dillon threw the ball 52 times. The number after 51. He had 52 attempts.
They're speed running to get Sanders.
What are you doing?
They're speed running to get Sanders in there.
The fact that Sanders was news, that he was second. Sanders is second. He's second string. He made second string, guys. He's second string. Hey, sure, second string.
No, who cares? They're 1-5.
Oh, my God. Gabriel threw 52 attempts.
There's rumors now that they think Deshaun Watson's going to play this year for them. Like that's been popping up out of the Cleveland media.
If you thought there was one quarterback in that QB room that was an answer and could be a long-term play, you put him in the game.
Yeah, what point? I mean, okay, so Gabriel's been in for 2 weeks now, and they've lost.
You remember the name Carson Beck, the quarterback,
yes.
The Heisman hopeful for Georgia, and now he's in Miami. He's a Dolphin. He might be someday. He's a Hurricane,
Dick.
And he can throw the ball.
Yeah,
Kid can throw a ball. Is he more attractive? A guy like that, is he more attractive than Gabriel? Is he more attractive than Shador?
See, that's this year. That's the even worst part about Miami sucking is there's no quarterbacks that make me go, oh hell yeah, oh it's okay that we suck this year because we get to pick and get a good quarterback.
There should be some sexy quarterbacks coming out of this year's draft.
No, to me, no. There's no like top 5, top 10 draft picks. Not that I've seen personally.
Aller was going to be, and he got hurt. Penn State, Jiminy Christmas.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Sweet Jesus on the cross.
Oh, and the guy $50 million. Oopies.
After my game of the week, I quote, the humble quote of the week was, hashtag Penn State laying anything. Penn State over everything. when they were laying 24 points going to UCLA to beat a team that was 0-4 and had just fired their coach. And Penn State had just lost to Oregon. And it was a get-right game against a walking dead UCLA team. And they went out there and got beat straight up. A 25, 24, 26 point. It was huge. The 3 touchdown plus. Favorite loses outright. And they're like, wow. And so Franklin's like, man, that sucks. I've lost 2 weeks in a row. What can I do? Because I can never beat. It's always Michigan, Ohio State that beats me every year.
It's always been that way.
It's always been that way.
Whether who's the coach or not. How
Top
long has he
5
been
team.
there for now? Has he been there since Buttgate?
Yeah. And has done a really good job at keeping the team in the top 10 because they lose that one game a year, and it is Ohio State. It is Michigan. They just can't beat the elite teams. So they lose to Oregon. Then they lose to UCLA, and there's panic. Then they're like, hold my beer. You thought losing to UCLA was something. We're going to play Northwestern. And we're going to lose that game outright, too. So.
You ready?
And action. And then Franklin's out. That was a surprise to me. That was surprising enough to. I mean, there was no hot seat. He was just executed.
Did he even make it? They didn't even.
That was Eastern Europe in the 1800s. They like, hey man, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you this camel out here. Whack.
Yeah, losing to Oregon wasn't going to do him in. If they had bounced back and torched UCLA, people wouldn't even have.
You lost to another top 5 team like you always do.
Yeah. But losing to UCLA and then making it a dessert to lose to Northwestern.
Yeah. They pulled their pants. They filled their pants without pulling them down at the party with UCLA. And you're like, oh, man, that sucks. Like, you ruined the party. And then 10 minutes later in the party, they did it again after they changed their pants.
Let me ask you a question, though. You've decided he ain't the guy. Okay, we owe him $50 million regardless. Wouldn't it be better for your school to fire him after the playing number 1 Ohio State and then number 3 Indiana, instead of giving that to an intern coach who's going to just come in and get shellacked?
They think that the program is going to wear it anyway.
Well, wouldn't you rather wear it with the guy that you're going to put it all on anyway? Because now, to me, that just looks worse. You get rid of that guy, and then they come out, and now what if they look even worse?
I think it looks better because
he'll look better.
It's under the guise of it's a new coach. Because they lose both those games. Let's say they lose both those games.
It's probably
now with an intern. You expecting to lose because it's a new coach. Oh man,
So they did it the week before. Like they play Iowa. Now they get up for Iowa, come out and blow out Iowa, right? Then they're going to get. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And then they're going to get absolutely just abused.
Iowa hung 30 on. They were a light number. They were laying 8 points. Who did they play last week? And went out there and I kicked around an Iowa money line. Boy, they looked good. But they're in trouble, and if they lose those games, if old coach is still there, then they're doing the Florida
Okay, we started on Florida. That makes no sense. See, Florida, the wheels had already come off before the season got rolling. They at least had won their first 3 games.
If they whacked him in Florida, and then he lost to. The next 2, he loses to Georgia and he loses to Florida State. You're like, all right, well, they were probably going to lose those games anyway, and you don't want to beat up the intern because it's not his fault. The guy whose fault it is already out of the building.
Florida on paper had more talent than Penn State this year, though.
But the reason why I don't think they beef about it is because they already showed the guy the door that it is on. It's on Franklin. Franklin. He didn't coach well, and so he got shown the door. Now they're going to lose more teeth, but it isn't the intern's fault. It's that old coach's fault, the one that just out of here.
Then why don't we fire Napier from Florida?
That was what I'm asking you.
That's what That's what I'm saying. Like the logic there makes no. I mean, Florida had
they
more.
They should have done to Napier what Penn State did to Franklin. Should they have let Napier go 2 weeks ago?
They should have let, as bad as it sounds and as ridiculous as it sounds, that first loss, that USF loss, second week of the season or whatever that was, they should have fired him because that was the writing on the wall.
All year, and then it doesn't matter anymore. And it doesn't matter.
You guys have the hardest schedule in the league. Whatever.
It was on that guy that's not here anymore. Now we can talk trash about him
because they have the talent.
It's his fault.
If you put someone else calling offensive plays onto that team, I feel like they are in a totally different position right now.
Then they get that freshman in there. They get a splash. DJ doesn't look like an a-hole, and they beat Texas. And then last week they go to A&M,
where they are dominating the first half of that game.
I bet Florida getting 9.5 points. I got it up to 9.5. I played that with 2 other games, like I had a crystal ball. I had Georgia, I had Alabama, I had something else, and everything else comes in, and I'm waiting for Florida. I'm getting 9.5. They're losing by 7 at halftime. I'm like, all right, they could score. I mean, this game could be like one of those games they lose by 17. I got backdoored, giggity. I got backdoored. All I needed was it wasn't 9, it was 10.5. Because all I needed was a touchdown. Brutal. And that's what you get. So now you lose by 17.
In a game that you were winning / competitive with.
Yeah, you were competitive in that game. You were in the game.
Yeah, for 3 quarters.
You were in that game. And to lose by 17
is
your head should roll down the tarmac.
How's he not fired?
But it's the money. It costs.
I know, but
just let him go.
Let him go. They should have beat USF. That was ridiculous. They should have beat LSU. That was nuts. Miami and them were 7-7 going into the fourth, and Miami just goes off on a heater. You know what I mean? Like, it's coaching. Yeah, it's weird. Like, why is he still there?
Yeah, that's money. That's politics that I don't understand. What I do understand is, what's the spread? I like making short-term investments. I like going to the window. I like hitting the withdraw button. We got the Brewers in trouble. The Brewers are playing the Dodgers, of course, and the Dodgers.
That's tomorrow, though, right? Because tonight's Blue Jays Mariners.
Tonight is
at 8:08.
Yeah, you got Toronto at Seattle today, and Milwaukee's at the Dodgers. That's the scary part. First things first, we'll go with the Milwaukee Dodgers thing. The Dodgers are experienced. They're seasoned. They won the championship. They've weathered the storm. They can go up and down, but they've been there before. It's not their first date. It's not their first time. They know to order a second glass of wine for her. They know to open the door. They know what happens when she shows pictures of her kids. Like, they've been there. They act like it's not your first time. Milwaukee is a bunch of inexperienced,
just excited to be there.
Inexperienced guys. And we'll pucker the
like
Pucker
their
Express.
Season's already a victory, probably in their heads and in the fans' heads.
That's how they felt. I agree with you. I think that, of course, they won't say that out loud.
No, but if you get to, we went to the
bust.
NLCS. We did.
You won your division, and you made it to the NLCS. Next year, and let that whole team soak in that bitter pill.
Because that's what'll happen. They're happy now, and then they'll be like, we could have.
Now they're 0-2, and they have to go to L.A. They're going to get swept.
Toronto looks like they're going to get swept.
And it looks like, they have to do something incredible. Scherzer's pitching tonight. Can he roll back the hands of time? And go, what was the Kevin Costner, when he was pitching for the Tigers, and it was the last game of his career. I forget the name of that movie. It's a great movie. And it's his last one. It's his last game, and he threw a great game. Well, Scherzer, he should not throw pitches anymore after this year, but he looked good in the second half. He didn't get hurt. It's all about injuries with that dude. Anyway, and then you get enamored.
For the love of the game, man. That one?
What's that?
Was it for the love of the game?
Yeah. And that's his he went out there and he had his last game. And Max, I don't know how much gas is left in that dude's tank. But tonight, it's in Seattle. That's the kick in the pants, is that you lose 2 games and now you got to go on the road.
Yeah, you got on the road, yeah.
Oopies. Playoff baseball is different.
Playoffs.
You got to go on the road, and it's every at bat. You know, like we've gone to baseball games.
Mm-hmm.
You watch the game and you hear the bat and you cheer, but people aren't on their feet with 2 outs every inning. People aren't on their feet, and every base hit, every gapper to right center, people are screaming like they just hit the lottery.
Well, that's the one thing we always argue about, because I feel like baseball would be just impossibly more popular if they didn't have as many games.
They could cut down on some of the.
You've broken it down for me and explained, and I get it, but I just feel like it just takes
162 is a lot.
It does. Same with the NBA and hockey. Like, I know they're 82, but you could trim those down. Same schedule length, just less games.
Right. Because it would come down to the last game, and it came down to the last game this year. It always comes down to the last game.
Football has 17, and it comes down to the last. You know what I mean?
So if you cut it down to 15 for football, if you cut it down in baseball to 125, then the teams that are notoriously slow to start, Kyle Tucker, Kyle Schwarber, something about those Kyles, they can't even find a batting average. They bat 150 for the first month. That's just how they are.
And that's, you know.
And then they stroke. By the end of the year, Kyle Tucker in October is the opposite of Kyle Tucker in March. Know that.
See, then you'd have to change up the way you prep and the way you know.
Dusty Baker said he was worth a shit until the All-Star break. Out of his own mouth. He's like, man, I was hot garbage. I couldn't find my swing until the All-Star break. And then after that, it was on. But it took him that long. So if you shorten the year, now you're not getting, but oh well. You know,
yeah, I mean, you know,
you could bring it down, but now you're talking about the history and statistics. It's already changing.
Yeah.
Next year they're going to have the pitching in
Robot.
place where you're allowed to challenge calls.
You're going to have robots doing the umping back. Yeah.
Things change. Get off my lawn. I'm glad I got to see it for what it was for as long as I get to see that and enjoy it. Who do you like the Dodgers, and who's going to win the Toronto-Seattle series?
I think Seattle now. I mean, I know I had Dodgers-Toronto, but I don't, I don't think Toronto's going to be able to.
It looks like Seattle's on Polanco. If Polanco doesn't go Mark Lemke and bat 600 with 2 homers and 7 RBIs and carry the team, Cal's looking good too. Rosarina he can get streaky. I mean, heaven forbid that dude goes Tampa. And then, but without Jorge, that team looks different. Maybe they're not even 2-0. Maybe they're 0-2. Maybe they're 1-1. And watch Jorge for the rest of the season, for the rest of the playoffs. I don't think he's going to get off that heater. He's on a heater. The dude stays on a heater for 2 weeks. And who's going to do that for Toronto? It's my boy Ernie Clement. All you people looking for that beautiful dumpster dive. Oh, I'm going to take Vlad as my first baseman. Go ahead. I'm going to take Ernie Clement again for the win. I love DraftKings base. Playoff baseball is legit. It's just legit.
It'd be nice if Tampa could get off the mat and be competitive.
They might. Max has been there before. He's not going to get. Well, they'll yank him, but he'll go out there. He won't panic and hyperventilate if he gives up 2 runs in the first. He's like, man, I've been pitching like this for 15 years. Just give me the ball. It's fine.
It takes me 9 innings. It takes me 3 innings to get warmed up. Like you're talking about 20 games to get warmed up.
And I think the Dodgers just straight sweep. They had Snell pitch, and he goes. Yamamoto goes complete game. Now they got Glass now coming in, and then after that, we'll just put Ohtani in their game 4. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Whew. Max Muncy's hitting playoff baseball homers. He loves the playoffs. Playoffs? He's like, oh, man, it's October, dude. Let me put this jersey on. Rake, 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 rake.
Oh, it says undecided tomorrow for Milwaukee, Las Vegas for pitching. It says undecided versus Tyler Glasnow. Because
they don't know. They don't want your lineup to tell
Well,
then
you've
you go
already got
heavy-
like Seattle's already got their 4th game on top of their 3rd game already.
And Milwaukee's trying to hide the fact that they
That'll-
want to use
that'll help.
Freddie Peralta comes back, but then you lose your best pitcher. And if he gets beat by Glass now, then what? Like, you're doomed. They're doomed. Poor. That was a good team. It was fun to watch. Small ball. They didn't have very many home runs.
Moneyball.
Jackson is legit. Churrio is legit, dude. That kid, he's fun to watch. And he doesn't know what he's doing yet, and he's the best player on that team year 2. He's gonna be exciting to watch. Take a few shekels and go buy some Jackson rookies, because that's worth the time. I can't find Isaiah Bond rookies. They're not on. They're just not out there. Dodgers, Seattle, Dodgers in 6.
Okay. That sounds
I
right.
think the Dodgers they're just too heavy. The pitching's too heavy. When we broke down the baseball, we did mention that LA is still LA. They got 6 starters. They got 6 legit starters.
I'm surprised you didn't go with them instead of the
Yeah,
Yankees.
I wanted to. I was looking
different.
for something a bit more with the value, and that's what you get for getting greedy.
Yeah. But you cashed out early, right?
I did.
Okay,
But
so you made a
still,
couple schmeckles.
You know, a bad move when you make a bad move is like, all right, my bad. I'll take half my money back. Sorry, guys. My bad.
I'd like a refund, please.
Yeah, I bled a little bit. Ooh, that wasn't great. I'm not going to stay in there. Well, I lost $10. I might as well lose 20. Mark.
Yeah, that's exactly. Like, he's clowned me because of taking early cash outs. It's like, hey, dude, if I bet $1 and I can cash out for $1.40, I made 40 cents. I'm not going to lose the dollar.
No.
I'm going to make the dollar back and then a couple.
That's not traditional gambling thinking. You know, like, here's my bet, so I'm going to stand on that. I'm standing on it, and I'm going to lose or win with that bet. And I don't see. I'm more analytical. You know, I see it different. So I stack chips. I'm out.
Yeah. Well, if you can see what's coming, if your bet of your team is winning, but you can see the wheels are about to fall off, but Vegas hasn't adjusted yet, then why not get the hell out of it?
Find your opportunity and go. They totally missed the boat on that. It should have been $9, not $29.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
for sure.
That's their mistake, not yours.
Yeah, and I took advantage of it. Put that money somewhere else. Thank you very much. So that's baseball. We got. You want to talk about tomorrow's night's football game? Let's close the books with that.
Pittsburgh, Cincinnati.
The Pittsburgh-Cincinnati game. How bad do you think that's going to be? Give me a final score and give me some part of the game that is going to be relevant.
Let me pull this up and see if we can get it.
The game is in Cincinnati.
No, in Pittsburgh.
Oh, pardon me. It's no, the game's in Cincinnati.
No, never mind. They had it listed wrong. You're right.
The game's in Cincy. Does Flacco on prime time?
5.5 right now, Pittsburgh.
They should win by 15.
Minus
right?
260. Over and under is 43.5.
I don't love the over.
That's a lot of points. For a
Cincy
Cincy team
sucks.
that's not. Does Flacco come in, though, and look like Flacco of 12 years ago?
He might. It's ball. He's just going to say ball, dude. Give me the ball.
2 40-plus-year-old
Give me the ball.
quarterbacks throwing it.
So he's a statue back there. At least Aaron's getting the ball out quick.
Aaron still has a rocket of an arm.
He's always
He's in
gonna
a
be able
wheelchair, but he can throw the ball.
He can still throw the ball. And I don't know how you don't like Pittsburgh here. The -5.
I agree with you, but the fact that Tomlin has seemed so gun shy of Flacco, it's really weird.
If you own a team, you own a team.
Yeah.
There's something about that too.
You're not
Football
wrong.
is not as much as baseball, but man, a team that is. I'll have to think of who it is. It was Tua on Monday nights. That
Tua's only lost to the Jets once and had never lost to New England.
Tua was 0-6 against 0-6-1 or
against the Bills.
Against the Bills.
He's only won one time against the Bills. Yeah.
Out of 9 games, I think, or
Yeah,
whatever it
some
was.
stupid thing, yeah.
You can't. Stats don't lie.
Nope. And you saw why. They're driving down to win the game, and oopies, I'm going to throw an interception.
So if you just bet history, I don't believe in doofers, and I mean, every game is its own game. But with that being said, it's a different coaching staff. Yeah, sure it is, but it's the same guys throwing the football. It's not the different player. It's not a different quarterback in there. Whoa, Miami's 1-9 against Buffalo. No, that's a different dude. That's on Tua, 1-6. If Joe owns Pittsburgh, that's why Mike's worried, because he just owns Pittsburgh. That's why that number's 5 and not 9. What's the final score? Give me 1, 2, 3, go. I mean, give me the score of the game tomorrow night.
Oh man, I don't know.
23-16?
I'm still trying to decide. Like, I think Pittsburgh should win this game, but
I say 23-16. 24. 23. 23-16.
I actually think it can hit over. I think 27-20.
All right. So you take Pittsburgh and the over and you can buy it down.
See, I don't know who, man.
If you like the over 43.5 and that score is 23-21. That's the over of 43. That gets her 24-20. That's a winner. But if it's 23-20, you're a loser. You've got to get over
27-17 is a winner.
If you buy the points, and I'll let you know what that is. What's the spread? You get the total points of. You buy it down to 40.5. 21-20. 17-14.
Yeah.
That's 41. 17-14.
That's 31.
Pardon me. 17-14 is 31. So
I don't think it gets that low.
Well, you can get 17 to 24. 17-24.
41, yeah.
That's 41. If you get it to 40.5, it's minus 160, minus 160. So you bet that.
Pittsburgh scored 34, 17, 21, 24, and 23 this season. Cincy has scored 17, 31, 10, 3, 24, and 18.
There's those landing. That's where those points are always 43.5 because it's 27 to. They find the number a lot.
They're pretty
numbers,
close. Yeah.
The 45, the 43 to 46, and then 48 because it's 27, 21, 24, 23. So the 47, 48, you got to buy it down, Mark. You got to buy the number down. He did it again last week. He wouldn't mess with. He wanted to lay the points. I laid 3.5, and then he loses, and the team won. And I'm just showing him the withdrawal button. I was like, look, man, no, I buy the points, or I just take the money line because I'd rather take that at minus 2-1 underdog. So I make half the money back, but I get to hit the withdrawal button, not the deposit button, because I didn't lose my bet.
Right.
So if you take the 40.5 and Pittsburgh's money line, so Pittsburgh wins the game and the over gets past 41. 41's a winner. That is, that's 2-1. A $10 bet brings $21.50. So if you like the Steelers to win, you don't have to worry about the points. They just have to win the game. And they can collectively get past 40 points. That's a 2 1/8 winner.
Yeah.
So that's Bean's gift to you guys this week.
I would definitely, if a gun in my head, I would probably have to pick the Steelers only because Rodgers, stats-wise, just looks
pretty decent. You might talk
decent.
me in the over then. Oh, you bastard.
I'm just looking like he's on pace to throw 30.
Flacco does love to put on a jersey and play against Pittsburgh.
That's what I'm saying. I'm all over the place. But Cincy is weaker in every other regard.
They're awful.
Their coaching sucks. Everybody's hurt.
They're awful.
Yeah.
But they still have Jamar Chase. They still have T. Higgins. They still have Chase Brown. There should be some offense there.
Yeah.
Since he came in garbage time and scored garbage points against the Lions, who cares? Can they?
You're not wrong. The Bengals are 30th in passing, 32nd in rushing.
What did Joe do in his first game with Cincy? What did he do last week?
I don't think he did a lot. Let me. Let me.
I'd like to hear what you have to tell us about his usage.
Well, they were competitive-ish with the Packers.
That was another second half bet. My gift to you, #humble. The week before, so let's stick with Cincinnati. The week before Green
Flacco
Bay.
had 2 touchdown passes.
He did?
He threw one to Tanner Hudson and one to Jamar Chase.
The week previous, they played your Lions. And the Lions were in front well at halftime. Second half, I made a bet, and I took the over of the second half because second halves are where it's at. Fourth quarter is where it's at. Just know that. It's truth. So I bet it, and it comes in. Last week, Cincinnati's on the road against Green Bay. It's Joe's first week. At halftime, Green Bay's winning like 10 to what was the
10 to nothing at half, yeah.
There was 10 points, right? I bet it that there would be 30 points scored in the game. So I had to get over 3 touchdowns. I needed 3 touchdowns.
That fourth quarter was 28 points alone between the two teams.
Right to the window, bruh. Right to the window, bruh. I was right to the window, bruh.
Flacco was 29 for 45.
Right to the window.
2 touchdowns. Chase had 10 catches.
20.5 points in the second half. It's all right. Sexy Joe's going to get out there and get huge. Let's go get huge. And Green Bay's going to score some points. Bang, 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 bang. And I had the money before the.
Okay. Green Bay has a better defense than Pittsburgh too. This might be a shootout. It's going to be a shootout.
Okay.
This might
So
be
we
a
like
shootout.
the over. I like the over 40.5. I'm in. Do you have any shekels left in your?
I got like 6 units, as you guys call them, you gamblers.
I think that's a good play. That's a way to go out. Like if you were to go out, if you had $6.
Do I parlay that, or do I just put 6 on the
Pittsburgh's money line? You think Pittsburgh's going to win the game?
I'm not confident. This isn't a game that
but
I don't
you
know
are
if
confident in the over.
I'm leaning more towards the over.
Which game on the board do you like this weekend? Do you like a baseball game? Do you think Glasnow is going to give Milwaukee the business tomorrow night? You can take a dollar.
Multi-sport
Yeah.
parlay?
Okay. You can.
You're
Of
like,
course.
I'm getting there.
Of course, I'm trying to lead you down the. I'm trying to lead you to the river. The little Bean the fawn. He's a little fella. If we got Pittsburgh's money line, and we'll take Detroit out. We take the Steelers to win. That's a 2-teamer. And then we get Milwaukee to lose. It's not that LA is going to win, but Milwaukee's going to lose. That's a 3-teamer. A 3-teamer. Oh, that's sexy. A $10 bet is a $33 net. So $100 for $330. That the Dodgers win with Glasnow. That the Steelers win outright. And that the over of 40 points comes in.
Okay.
So a $2 bet, 1/3 of your stack.
Gets you 6 back.
Yeah, if it's 3-1, you'll get $6.50 back.
Playing the long game.
662. That's nice leverage. You got action on tomorrow's games, and we didn't even talk about college football for tomorrow. But there's action. There's action there as well.
Yeah.
But I like that 3-teamer. But that's where you got to cut it off, Mark. You got to know when's enough. You have 8 great ideas, and then
I'm gonna keep stacking. If he's gonna do that, he should play like $1 or $2 and then go nuts, and then do 8, 10, 12.
It doesn't do it for him anymore.
Yeah, but if you stack it high enough, that'll still pay out.
Doesn't do it. Yeah, it.
If you got a 10
Charles Barkley making a $10 bet, he wouldn't even make the bet. Like, why? It doesn't even raise my pulse.
But if you had a $10 bet that the parlay was so big that you'd win hundreds back, that's what like Mark should do.
With the $10, it's for him. It's got to be thousands. He doesn't want. He's not interested in the
he's
$10.
Spending thousands to not win that back. See what I'm trying to?
No, I see what you're saying. Paying $10 every week on a 5-team parlay is bananas.
Right. When you could do $2 on a 20-team parlay and not feel as bad getting kicked in the face.
Yeah, and you could lose 19 out of the 20.
But if you hit on one of those, you've already recouped
one
all
of those.
it.
They're preach, but it doesn't do it
now
for him.
If he hits now, it's still not going to even him out. He's got to hit again.
He wants a monster payday,
Jesus.
and that's his
Yeah,
his
no,
dope.
you're right. That's his thing. That's his
I
thing.
don't agree with it. It's not my dope, but hey, man, you like
To
your
each
dope.
their own with their dope.
That's right. You like hummus dope. I like, grease from the bacon pan. So, it's cool, dude. You're going to live to see 90, and I'm going to live to see 59 if I bought 8 years of my life.
Yeah. Can I buy the years?
I'd sell you some. No, I mean, I need to buy some. I should be in the buyer's market, not the seller's market. Wow, strong, coming in hot. Coming in super hot. What's up, Lord?
Just in time to say goodbye. No.
We're talking about making a short-term investment on the baseball games tomorrow night and tonight. The football game is Joe Flacco's going to get huge. Is Flacco going to get huge? We'll share this one, Bean. We'll share this one. There's no need for all that.
Oh, you're good.
He says, no, you know what? It is good. You let me do what I do. All right, man. I'll just stay humble. And I told you he has a gift. Yeah, being thin, being moderately attractive.
I'll take that.
That's what he's got. Your haircut looks really good.
Here we go.
It's the regular haircut. I didn't get
No,
a cut.
it looks good today. I mean, not that it doesn't look good any other day, but
Did my hairline go back to normal?
yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't scream of depression, clinical depression in 10 years. Like, oh man, let's take every shower rod out of his house. And why? Doesn't he like to shower? No, he does, but he also has a hairline, and I'm concerned. I need that body weight to give, to make the bar give.
Yeah, the hair weighs.
Yeah. I had some horrible news over the week.
What's that?
That Publix, they carry the King of the West honeydew, which is my favorite fruit maybe in the planet. I love blackberries. I love rhubarb. I love blackberries. I love blackberries. But the King of the West honeydew, it's a seasonal fruit. And when it comes in, it strokes, man. It's sugar.
Right. It's just awesome.
Yep. Well, when it runs out of season, it's dookie cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got one, and I was like, all right. And I saw that there was other honeydews that were stocked behind
Was he eating lunch over here?
the 3 honeydews that were left. He is. So I was like, all right, man, I get a honeydew left. I got one. So I get home and I cut it. I got my special playlist on. I got my honeydew playlist, my King of the West honeydew playlist. Excited, I cut it. I put it in the fridge. It's nice and cold. Watching a football game, I take the lid off. I smell the honeydew. I put the fork in the honeydew. I insert that into my pie hole, and I close my teeth down, and it tastes worse than the honeydew they serve you on a ship, on a Carnival cruise. It was the worst honeydew because the season's already gone, and I'm left with cheeks. So I was super sad. I went back into Publix and was like, yo, son, so I guess the season's over. And they're like, yeah, the season's over. Cool. Can I get another one? Because this one wasn't great. Do you want me to bring in the stuff, or should I just throw that out? No, yeah, we don't need that. You could just go get another one. And I went back, all gone. I went to a second store, all gone. No more King of the West.
That's it. Ended on a bad note.
Yeah, no, that was the worst part of my week. That was the worst part of my week. And waking up at 6 a.m. That sucks. Man, I hate morning time like that. You like it. I know Bean loves to wake up early.
Yeah, no,
The only thing I like about waking up early is being done early. But like, for example, today, like I got to work at 6 a.m. I had to be at work at 6 a.m. And I leave
Gross.
at 5.
That's a heavy day.
Yeah. But tomorrow I go in at 7 and leave at noon.
That's sexy. And you're off the next day after that?
No, I work a regular day the next day. But I got to go to the dentist tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Not excited for that. Got to get a cavity filled.
Oof. If I pay them extra to make you uncomfortable, like how ethical is that? Can I call ahead? Do you remember? Oh man, you were little. Where I rolled on that dude that let me tell you about the kid. It's a school. It's a dentistry. It's a school for dentists, up and coming dentists, and you get a discounted rate, Bean.
Oh, is this? You've told me this one about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of our listeners may not have. Oh, this will be the last story I tell today. It's a little walk off. It's so beautiful. This fella's from Ohio. He's in dentist school, and they clean teeth. They fill cavities. They do that kind of stuff. They don't do any root canals. They're not pulling teeth, but they're just general dentistry. And so he's got to take a picture of my mouth. This fella is super fantastic. He likes parades and drives a Subaru, and so does his boyfriend. Like, how about that? But he's a good guy, and he's super fantastic. He's super duper fantastic. He was so fantastic, and so he was my guy. I went in one time, a second time, a third time. Well, I go in to get my teeth, get a picture, and he's got a running mate that comes in, and I said, "Yo, you wanna get this guy?" I said, I'll make it uncomfortable. I'm gonna make him uncomfortable. But how about that? Like, are you in? He's like, word, I'm in. I was like, all right, this is what you got to do. When he opens his mouth, you tell him to say, open a big mouth like you're eating a cheeseburger. And he's like, no, I can do that. I got that. Like, all right. So go. He goes and he tells him. So here he comes, super fantastic, comes back in the room. I'm laying down in the chair. And super fantastic comes next to me. He's like, all right, open wide, real wide. And his buddy, the guy set him up, is taking the picture with the camera. And so the guy's jamming the plastic stuff in my mouth. Real wide, really big. Like you're eating a cheeseburger. So really big. And I spit this thing out of my mouth, and I turned my head over, and I said, what'd you just say to me? And I pivot my legs, which are laying flat. I turn them to the side, and I stand up, and I'm standing right on top of him. I could have kissed his mouth. And I look at him, and I turn my head sideways, and I said, what did you just say to me? And he was like, oh, my God. And so he strokes out and leaves the room. He dips in his Subaru, bang, and he's out. His friend is laughing with the camera. He wouldn't come back in.
Quit his job.
He wouldn't come back in. Is that where you're going today?
Tomorrow.
Or
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Yeah, that's where I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah, to see Subaru guy.
See if he's. I'm wondering if he's still there.
When
He's
was
probably
this?
not. It's been
Over
like,
a year?
3 years maybe.
Yeah, no. It's all different groups of people because it's third-year dental students.
Are they all from somewhere? Let's take an inventory. Let's take
boy.
roll call. Is it girls that are not hard to look at and people that are from other places? Like who's the dentist in weight?
Repeat yourself because I don't understand that.
All right. Is it blonde hair and blue eyes, or is it not?
Like South America? Is that what you're saying?
Or like anywhere. Where are they from?
No, I'd say they're all blonde hair, blue eyes.
Really?
Yeah, or redhead.
Really?
Yeah. And then
Wow.
the guys that are there are all just like college dental guys.
Okay. No Super Fantastics?
No, I didn't see any of those.
Well, they saw you.
Well,
just when you're thinking about her, he's thinking about you. You probably get gunned down like a champ when you go in those places. Bean does when he goes into his organic places. He goes to like Trader Joe's and stuff. He's like, "Oh, I just come here for the produce," but it's really like, it's a walk off. He goes in there and it's work, cover girl, work, and he's got a little bounce to his step, and he's like, "Yeah, I want some raw almonds, work, cover girl, work." Oh, I love that fresh hummus. Oh, yeah, make me that fresh hummus, Bean.
I could eat some hummus.
I hate you so much. Thanks for all that you do.
No, thank you.
Woody, who wins the Toronto-Seattle series, baseball?
I got to say Seattle.
They're winning 2-0 right now.
Didn't they go into 15 innings like a couple
Yeah,
days
they
ago?
got it on.
I think if they can win the 15-inning game, they can win the run.
They won on the road 2 times, so now they're going home to play.
To seal it?
I think they finish it up there. It's 2-3-2. So how about the Dodgers? The Dodgers are now at home against Milwaukee.
Yeah. They stay at home. They win that.
They win there? Okay. And tell me about Pittsburgh and Cincinnati tomorrow night. Give me a final score and a player to watch.
The final score is going to be 24-6. Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Joe Flacco doesn't. He finds a retirement home by the end of the game.
Joe does own.
Joe threw 2 touchdowns against Green Bay's defense last week, so.
I mean, come on. I mean, you got the
I'll
2
beat
oldest
him up time.
quarterbacks. You got the 2 oldest quarterbacks in this game. I mean, you're not the only thing you're betting on. You're not betting on the spread. You're betting on what spread the cheese is going to be in the retirement home next week.
Wow.
Okay.
So,
Aaron can still sling it.
yeah, that's true. He's still that guy, but
Getting the ball out in 2 seconds.
it's going to be a Thursday night game, in my opinion. I mean,
their armpits.
Yeah.
Thursdays are
yeah,
armpits.
like it's going to be a London game, or it's going to be
Gross.
a Germany game,
Gross.
or it's going to be a Brazil game.
Gross.
So I'm not really looking forward to it.
I don't think it'll be
too
that
much.
low.
You want to see where he's really at, Bean? If you had to sit down for a cup of coffee with a young lady, would she either be from Brazil or from Germany? 1, 2, 3, pick.
Brazil.
Wow. You're racist. All right. I can't blame you.
I have a short-term investment for tomorrow's game.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
I
I was
was-
going to say. I was.
Oh,
I was waiting for like,
completely.
hey,
listen.
so I got this heater Tinder.
That went completely different than I
got
thought
this
it was.
Brazilian girl.
The way you guys shifted onto me.
So I got this short term. Like, what are you, trafficking now? What the hell?
That's wicked. No. Come on.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf finds the end zone tomorrow.
All right.
That's my play. In the last week or two, so last week on Monday, I lost around $20 playing the Chiefs and Jags game. That sucked. But in the week since, I've made about $75. So I'm winning there.
It's on a heater. Now what? Here's the smart guy, and then here's the Mark guy. The smart guy takes 50 out, plays with the 25. He's still up 5 on the 20 that he dumped in the deposit button the week previous. Takes the 50 and sticks it into another short-term investment or does whatever, or goes the way of the Mark clan, and just goes all in, goes heavy.
Mark is a Mark.
Mark is a Mark. And he knows he's a Mark. Mark's a Mark. So what's your play?
I did a direct deposit of $55 into my account.
You already did?
Yeah, I put it back into my bank.
I wonder who my kid is.
So, last week, I played some Mets on Sunday. Short-term investments.
Yeah.
Lost a few, won a few, and now I'm right at $10 in the account. And I already have a pick in for tomorrow.
How stoked are you to turn 21 in less than a month?
It can't happen sooner. Hardrock.com.
And adultbeverages.org.
Oh, yeah. Legally.
Legally, he said, because,
Well, The trafficking now became a concern.
It's
so
the big 2-5.
Drinking isn't the worries. It's his trafficking charges, allegedly.
got some short-term investments.
Are they all Brazilians that you traffic, or is it South America? Is it?
There's a market. No, I'm kidding. I gotta stop.
All right. So you just show them videos of you working out, like you're you in the mirror, and then by the time they look at that for 3 seconds, it's a napkin, and it's like, oh man, what does this smell like? And that's rough,
like
dude.
chloroform to you?
Hall pass. That was such a funny. He's a funny dude, man. He's a funny guy. All right, so thanks for my DK Metcalf play then.
Yeah, that's going to cash. I'm telling you.
Is there receptions? Is there yardage? Is it just the touchdown?
I just take the touchdown. You know, it's a primetime game. DK's a diva. He's going to want the ball in the end zone. And if he doesn't get it, he's going to throw a fit.
Does he get more than one?
I don't know. See, that's...
Who else gets one? If they're scoring 20, you said 24?
24.
So that's 3 touchdowns. Who scores the touchdowns?
Give me... I think his name's Deontay Johnson. Or...
Okay.
Is that his
Washington?
name? Yeah, Washington. Tight end.
Oh, no, that's the big no-neck brother that played at Georgia. He's
6'8".
He had all day.
300.
Boy, that's a stretch. You like him to score. Yeah. Nice, dude. Wow. Let that come in. We're finding out what that bet is right this second.
Yeah, let's. You know what?
You know what we're talking about?
You know what? Let's do it.
Do you know what you're talking about?
Look.
Washington. Holy cow. He's a blocking tight end and has caught like 2 balls.
Listen, because here's what's going to happen, right?
Kick knowledge, man.
Aaron's going to get the ball in the 45. He's going to chuck it downfield to DK. DK is going to get a PI call. It's going to be first and goal from the 2. And there you got it. Right there.
I bet you it's so far off the board.
We got DK.
No, it isn't way off the board. Holy moly.
See, I'm 4 steps ahead of you.
It's the 5th most popular bet. Plus 350 for an anytime touchdown from Darnell. Come here, Darnell. More than Jonnu Smith, just as much as Jonnu Smith. Calvin Austin.
Now, what do we think is a lock for Cincinnati? What can I put on
I don't
Cincinnati?
like a lock. I don't have a lock.
What's going to come through?
Pittsburgh's rush defense isn't awesome. I think Chase finally gets in.
I'll take Chase for 40 yards just to buy it down safe.
You got Chase, you got DK, and you got Washington. And then, I take those 3 great ideas, and I put that with the Steelers' money line and the over 40.5 with the Dodgers. That guy. $10 is $631.
Damn.
That's the Steelers to win in the over. Chase Brown for
what
a touchdown.
What he says under, though. What he says go under.
Chase for a touchdown, DK for a touchdown, Darnell for a touchdown. That's the kick in the biz alls. But if it comes in, you're going to stroke.
Right. Well, okay, here's what I got.
Do
right?
it, man.
If I got Darnell Washington and DK for a touchdown, and then you give me Jamar Chase for 40 receiving yards and a touchdown, $1 wins just about 20. So $10 wins 200.
All right. And that's the Mark special. A $10 bet on a 4-teamer, because why not?
Listen, he's gonna get the receiving yards. Jamar Chase will.
Okay.
DK's gonna get in the end zone. That will happen.
Okay, so that's 2. That's
what
nice.
if I just do that? What if?
All right, did 2. That's what I'm trying to hear you say.
See, but then it's not worth it. It's only a 2 times play. You're only going to get $2.
Yeah, dude, what's wrong with doubling your money?
Come on, man. Let me see that 17 times.
All right, well, then get huge then, bro. Then go add the other ones in there. And when you hit 3 out of 4, but it's that thirsty chase. I need that 15X. I need that 15X. Go get it then.
I don't know.
Maybe
it's not worth it.
Bean was just talking about making a $2 bet and making it $16. That way it's attractive. And he could lose that 10 times and then hit one, and then it doesn't hurt.
Well,
you could lose that 8 times, 7 times, and then win the 8th one.
Just win one, yeah.
And you're even.
And
you have action for 8
I feel like that's
weeks.
where Mark started years ago, but it's evolved to...
He's always been a wide open kind of dude.
Full throttle.
Full throttle. I want it all. Just wide open. Bungee jumping, base diving. That's him. He doesn't want the little stuff. Not the kiddie ride. It's like, all right, man. Well, good luck with that. I'm crushing asparagus tonight.
Ooh.
Clams.
Like grilled asparagus? Like
they will not
sauteed?
be grilled.
What do you
I'm going to broil them.
Okay, all right.
And give them nice char.
Yeah. That's pretty close.
Portobello mushrooms.
A little olive oil.
That's right. You know it.
Okay.
Sea salt.
All right.
Let that make
A
friends.
little garlic on there.
Garlic on the bottom with the olive oil.
Parmesan cheese on top to finish it.
And then you dust that bitch off with some Parmesan, grated. I have that with mussels and shrimp.
Oh, you lost me.
Or scrimps.
You lost me.
Yeah. Well,
You had me with the asparagus, and you lost me with the...
So you get half the meal.
Oh, I'd eat some asparagus.
I get allegedly, Bean has a second half who consensually hugs him and kisses him. Like, that's eating asparagus only with garlic. Really.
And
like,
onions.
what does she say in the morning? Like, I want to find a dude today to hang out with. I want to go to highfive.com. Like, where, and the poster child, what are they looking for? Like, all right. Must be able to do push-ups under a door. All right. Must look like a zipper at Halloween. Okay, cool. Must not eat anything that had a birthday. All right, we can check. Only artichoke hearts.
Ooh, there you go.
You like that, don't you? That
Artichoke hearts, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Keep talking. I'm really close. Rosemary and asparagus. Oh, go ahead. I'm risen. Oh, yeah. And then he's spent. And that's what she gets at the end of the night. She drives home from work to rosemary and sadness sprinkled in with some asparagus.
Rosemary and sadness. And time.
And so do you, to be fair, probably. It's the same thing. God damn it, you and your hummus. Do you smell like protein? Is that a turnoff for girls that are only vegans?
I don't even know how to answer that question. That
Can they smell barbecue on you? If we went to a barbecue,
what?
Yeah, like you and I, we kick it at a barbecue.
How did we get here?
Legit, son, you, me, Woody, we all kick it at a barbecue, and then we go to a yoga party, a post-yoga hangout, and the girl's like, "Oh, I smell brisket." Like, ugh. He seems really funny, and I kind of like him a little bit, and I'll probably blank in the back seat, but only if he doesn't smell like barbecue, because he killed something.
I like barbecue sauce, so
On the
put that
asparagus?
on.
What's your go-to fake protein? Because you used to eat things that had a birthday.
Oh yeah, like Trader Joe's, which is funny that you're making fun of.
There it is.
Winner!
They got some like
Window.
like the pea protein crumbles and the fake hamburger crumbles. I'll put that in a bowl with a little bit of cheese and melt that, and then just eat that.
All right.
I've been trying to eat low carb. No.
Miss Murdock's oldest, she does not eat meat. And so we will we have nacho night, we have whatever, and we'll make that on the side for her. That way she's included in the meal.
She doesn't starve, right?
But when I cook it, it falls apart. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's not.
It depends what you get. Like if you got the Impossible or Beyond, that stuff, there's some of the things that you legitimately would not know. Like the sausage, I guarantee you wouldn't know the difference. The burgers, you probably could, but the sausage, they got the sausage.
She loves it.
Down.
She's like, this is awesome, because she used to eat things with birthdays, and now she doesn't. So every time I cook it, I was like, man, like.
The burgers are close. There's some chicken ones that are you wouldn't tell a difference. I could do some fajitas. And
I mean, you're
like,
really, really healthy. You're the healthy one. I'm looking.
I'm trying to be.
Like I'm expired milk. Like it's in the shelf, in the drawer, in the fridge. But you need to put that on your cereal today. Like, that's it. That's how I look. You look like you got a long time in front of you. So I should switch to sadness and artichoke hearts.
I was talking to Superbad. I was like, you either get to eat what you want and then feel terrible about yourself, or you got to starve and always be hungry to look decent. That's pretty much.
Yeah. So I chose I chose my path really.
Coming here
young.
with like Woody having a gallon of water that you got to drink all day
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's
You know
what
he's
you
got
get.
that with him. You know he's repping that.
Where did I put it?
It's right there underneath your.
I thought I brought it with me.
Because you're drinking that
your
water.
Insulated lunch. Your
I do
insulated
see it,
lunch
yeah.
bag.
You're drinking that water to trick yourself. Like your stomach's like, put food in here, and you're like, how about another big gulp of this gallon of water?
Because I got another video to make for my TikTok fans.
I was actually editing one on the way here because I got stuck in traffic.
Strong.
Somebody, I think, had their last birthday over at Einstein Bagels.
That stuff happens.
I hope that they're doing all right, but
If someone has a last birthday, whatever's in their pockets, like
Gets
you
to go to the
scream
EMT.
for help.
Is
Like
that-
somebody call somebody, and while you're you have to grab pockets while you're calling for help. Somebody call for help, and you're rifling through pockets because he's not going to remember what's in his pocket. She's not going to remember that. You're trying to help her as far as everybody else is concerned, and you are. Well, you're trying to help, you know. And if
I want to find out who this person is.
Yeah, man,
We need
I
to take
care.
care of them.
Yeah,
Find
do
out
you
what
need me to
insurance they
delete
got.
your internet history?
right away. And any video that shows me.
Oh, your phone needs to be lit on fire. Your whole iCloud needs to be torched and nuked.
Just destroy it.
Show
I
up,
had
talk to
I
Tim
got to
Cook.
show you what I showed Bean earlier. What does this look like? It is a tea kettle. It's a product.
It's a good way to end it, yeah.
Tell me what this is. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
Yeah, there it is.
Does that look like him?
Mm-hmm.
Is that him?
Yeah. You
That-
can tell because you see the little lip,
The hair, though. Look at the parted.
but you look at the lid, the lip, for whatever reason, has a shadow that's a perfect mustache.
It's a nose and a short
It's a
mustache.
sussy picture.
And then the hat. And that's being sold right now. I had to make the picture smaller. But that should be my screen. I mean,
It's on sale for $9.99.
$9.99. Das ist alles. Du hast einen guten Tag, mein Herr.
Now do the whisper of it again.
999. Yes, Sir Woody, you have a very good day. Du hast einen sehr gut
Oh, God.
Tag. Vielen Stunden Arbeit. Have a good day at work. Set you free.
No Mark on Saturday again, right?
He might be back.
Okay. Not doing so well at
ADHD.
the pointy object throwing?
I with that dude, you never do know.
That's
What
true.
I do know is this. His dog and my sister's dog, Mark's wife's dog, mother F's everybody, and everybody that's not her, barks at everybody, doesn't like to kick it with you for anything unless you're giving him food. And then he'll be like, all right, man, I'll be here for a second.
I'll be your
But
friend for a few minutes.
It's
yeah.
only for a minute, and then I'm going to leave you. Cool. I've known that dog 2 years. Now, every day, the most acute sense of smell of any animal that I've ever been around. Listen to what I just said. That dog has the most acute nose of any dog that I've ever had or ever known. I made a tuna steak with that was lovely, fresh ginger.
Okay.
With lemon, fresh ginger, and some cracked pepper, and some tamari sauce, and let that sit around for 12 hours, and then it was legit. So this dog smells it and comes out. When they take a trip, he stays in their room. He does not come out for anything.
Okay.
He doesn't use the bathroom, and he doesn't eat. He just stays in there. That's his deal. So for 3 days, he'll stay in there. And eventually I have to tell him, hey, let's go for a ride, and he'll be like, all right. The ride didn't work yesterday. He came out, but he wouldn't get in his harness for a ride. He's like, mother F you. I know what this is about. I know this is nonsense. He peed on the floor near the patio door where he walks outside to use the bathroom. That's his potty spot. But no one was there to open the door, so he leaves me a big middle finger yesterday. 8 a.m., there's the middle finger. I was like, cool, man. You couldn't bark and let me just open the door. This morning, 6 a.m., I'm like, all right. No puddle. Thanks a lot, man. I go handle my business on my short-term investing, and I get back, and it's 8:45, and there's the puddle. I was like, you little prick. And his ears are back, and he's laying on the bed. He won't come out. I was like, man, dude, come on, man. And he's like, yeah, that's what's up.
Now clean it up.
Clean it up. So I Clorox that floor, and I'm cleaning this up, aren't I? Yep. That's what I did. So I'm expecting to see a thank you log somewhere around the house because he won't let me take him out. As much as I try. He barks and growls and tries to get at me if I put the harness on in his room, which is his safe spot. I got to try to trick him coming out. So I got middle fingers by little dogs.
He's a little dog?
A little one.
That's always...
It's always
Wouldn't
that
be the
one.
first dog, right?
No. Dogs like to leave. Dogs like to leave. We're not friend piles all over the place. Marley used to do that.
She still does.
Does she?
Yeah. The other day,
And that dog's like 3 years old.
I know. I come inside. Well, it wasn't even. It wasn't a back door. It was a front door. She must have ate some salad outside on the ground. You know, I come inside from working out, and I go over to the area that she's in.
Yeah.
And it's just on the floor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nice.
Yeah.
And it looks like a crock pot full of pulled pork.
Okay.
And I'm like, nice.
So it wasn't firm. You had some work in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the worst part is, since like I said, I was at the gym.
Did
I
it
come
look
back.
like she shops at Trader Joe's and is vegan?
Yeah.
Was that one?
It was that one.
Ooh, that one was vegan?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, I come inside, and it was like an hour and a half that I was gone. And I come back, and they're starting to separate. The water is starting to separate.
This
and
is graphic.
so it's like, are we serious right now? This is what I have in front of me before I got to go to work? Like, come on.
You used to try to leave that for me.
Sometimes there would be opportunities where I didn't notice it.
Yeah,
away.
yeah. That's what it is. Pretend not to have seen it.
Right. Because if I didn't see it, it didn't happen.
Right. If I can get out of here without you seeing me see the mess.
There it is. Right.
So let me go ahead and bounce, homie. I know it's over there, and you're going to see it in 8 minutes and then cuss at me on the text. You left that for me. That's your dog. You left
What?
it.
The dog?
No,
what?
I got to work, bruh. I got to work, man. Sorry, man. Cool. I'm going to put that back in your room for you and leave that there. So when you come home thinking that you got me, catching me on a lick, what? Kill my cat, I kill your dog. You got to...
It takes more effort to do that.
It takes less effort to be responsible, right?
It takes
like,
less,
oh, it's there, I'm out.
That's less work, though.
What's less work?
Pretend if as
Of
long
course
as,
it's
as
less
long
work.
as I can get out of there before you see
Yeah,
me
yeah,
see
yeah,
it,
yeah.
then hey, as far as I know, that happened while I was gone.
Uh-huh. Yeah, man. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm excited for you to open a closed door to see a superheater on the floor. So thanks for all that extra work over
What's
the
the
years.
over and under on the dog having a log for you when you get home?
Yeah.
For him or me?
Both.
you.
Let's
okay.
let's parlay
For
this
both?
bad boy.
We could
parlay
it's
it, okay.
plus money on both sides.
I'd say so.
Oh wow. He's like it's a minus
Jackson's
180.
Jackson hasn't laid a heater since Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
It's
So
been about a week.
put you at plus 110.
So science says he's got to
He's
relieve.
due.
He's due.
He's due.
No doofers here on this show.
No, we don't believe in doofers, but that's not going anywhere else. I ain't saying he's a
Let me get 10
pile
on that.
lever.
Let me get 10 on that.
Okay. It's a good bet. Thanks, Bean.
We'll see Saturday maybe with MMFB back, maybe.
Let's see him.
I'm sure he'll have some I got real drunk and played dart stories.
Oh, man, the dart stories that we are going to hear from him. What's the over-under that he passed out on the property somewhere?
That's like minus 800. There's no
right.
point in betting that one.
That's a boat race.
Yeah, that's
You can't even bet it.
it's not fair.
Oh, if I could just take
You
pictures.
bet
of him
$1 to
passed
win
out.
20 cents, right? Is that
That's
what?
not worth it. That juice isn't worth the squeeze. guys.
We'll
Nice seeing
see
you
you
again,
guys,
Woody.
Woody.
Thanks, Bean.
Thanks, Woody.
Legit son, hold it down. I'm gay.